Okay, let's talk about that because that's what breaks up bands eh. Ego, easily getting butthurt, di ba? Mga ganun. How did you all come to that agreement na, you know what, if one of us doesn't like it, we'll work around it. If we can't find a way, we'll have to shelve it. Parang ganun yung dating eh.
I think, first of all, we started off as friends. Like, we were all friends first. Yeah. We never intended on making music together. We just enjoyed playing it together. And then on top of that, we're just big fans of each other. Like, I don't think, like, none of us ever think, well, not that I know of, but we don't think that, like, oh, I'm better at this person. I'm better than this person at this thing. You know, it's just like, we truly admire each other's skills in whatever we contribute to the band. So I think that helps us. We're just always geeking out about each other. So in our jamming sessions, I remember I didn't know that he could sing, he could play music, and he came in, he was supposed to just hang out. And when he started singing, we all just stopped. We were like, what the, like, where, like, where did this come from? Where have you been, you know? So, yeah, it was just, and we were just gassing him up the whole time because super talented. Like, it's insane. I feel like it happens in our shows too. You'll hear it, like, when he starts singing, everyone's like, oh my God. Like, so.
How long have you been singing and playing the guitar?
From high school, 4th year high school.
Why?
Okay, to woo the girls. To be honest with you, to woo the girls. Hi, wife.
Welcome to the Paco's Place podcast. And the podcast will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, live at Paco's Place, finally, Soto.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Bong. The drummer gets the seat. Okay, roll call. We have Leah. Leah plays lead guitars. Angela plays the bass.
Yes.
And then we have Lian on vocals. And we have Seth, who is also the vocalist and the rhythm guitar player. Ayun, no? So, mamaya na kita tatanungin. Sila muna. Dahil ikaw para kitang little brother. Ang Soto, sino nagbuo?
Us three kind of started. Us four.
Four, yeah.
Pero how? The reason why I'm asking this question is because iba talaga to be in a band, right? And it's not easy being in a band. How long have you guys been together? 3 years? 4 years?
2020.
So 4 years as of this taping, di ba? So that being said, paano? Who started it? Whose brainchild was it?
Actually, it started ng jamming session lang sa bahay namin, which is in Soto. That's why.
That's the name.
That's the street name, Soto.
Yeah.
In the valley, the San Fernando Valley.
Yeah.
So sino nagsimula ng jamming?
It was just it just runs in the family. So it was just,
everybody plays.
Yeah.
Plays or sings.
Yeah.
Okay, people don't know this, but the three of you are related.
Yes. She's our aunt. Technically, we are twins. So
pero same age kayong tatlo?
I'm 2 years older lang.
Yeah.
Sa kanila.
Do you call Lian tita?
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Lahat kami actually.
Yeah. They all call me tita.
Pati ikaw, Bong? Tita Lian?
Hindi, sabi
Okay. So, nung nakilala mo ang Soto, buo na sila.
Yes. Yeah.
Anong street mo naman?
Labrador? Labrador Street. I mean, same pa din sa San Fernando Valley, but yes, Labrador Street.
Shout out sa Labrador.
Nakilala ko sila nung first show nila ever nung February 2020. Parang benefit show yun para sa isang friend namin na
Before the pandemic.
Exactly. I think it's one of the very last shows right before the pandemic. And yun yung pinaka-first show nila in front of a live crowd. And iba pa yung drummer nila nun.
Sino?
Kurt.
Si Kurt.
Yeah.
Hindi si Jj Buencamino.
Hindi.
Tapos, so anong impression mo kay Kurt?
It's good. Yeah. It's in the pocket. Yeah.
Hindi guys, sabi ng Soto, wala kaming issue. Intrigue, no? So, kamusta anong mo kay Kurt?
I mean, he's good. I mean, he's a drummer. So, he's in the pocket. And back then, I think wala pa kayong original songs nun?
No,
Yeah, so it's all cover. Parang yun talaga yung first show nila. And I think Prince from Something came up, parang pinush sila na, uy, mag-show kayo dito sa sa gig na to as your first live show. Kasi yun nga, nasa lang sila, nasa loob lang sila ng apartment, jamming lang, di ba? And
Teka tayo, nawindang ako doon. Nakakapag-jam kayo sa loob ng apartment?
We had nice neighbors.
Na may kasamang drums?
Kahon.
Kahon, okay.
And we had electric drums. But, yun nga, like, si Prince in-invite kami. It was very last minute. I think we had like 2 weeks.
And I was in New York at the time. Nung sinabi niya na kailangan pa namin ng isa pang band.
Kami naman sabi namin, sige, like, we'll do it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And we asked him. He was always shy before. So we were so sure he was gonna say no. Tapos nagulat na lang kami na he said yes. So we're like, alright, we're doing it then.
And si Kurt, saan nyo nakilala?
Si Kurt,
Kapitbahay.
So, De Soto rin.
yes. And also, college. We went to college with him. But
So Seth, anong street mo?
Cohasset naman. Shout out Cohasset.
Okay. So finally, pinanood mo sila. Ang impression mo was?
they're good. Kaya like...
Pero at this time, dalawa na yung banda mo nun.
Yes. Like the Soto and River.
Ikaw nangonkolekta ka ng banda.
Well, we will get to that kung paano ako napunta sila. But yung impression ko sa kanila, like, dude, these guys are so good.
They need a new drummer, ganon.
Hindi. They're so good. Bakit ngayon lang sila, lumabas for a show? And to think na sa apartment lang daw sila nagja-jamming.
Sige nga, kanina ka una na-impress sa kanilang 4. O sa kanilang 5.
I think kay Lai, kay Angela. Kasi it's very rare na makakita ng female bassist na super galing.
When you say super galing, on the spot kita. Pag ni neck to neck mo siya kay Mark Yap at saka kay Don Morales.
I would say she's nearly up there.
Pag ni neck to neck mo siya kay Dennis Diaz. Nabayista mo rin. Kita mo, sabi siya gagawa ko ng issue eh.
Hey, look, lahat ng naging basis ko, lahat is super talented. So, walang this,
Ikaw
walang
showbiz
here.
ka, no?
No, in all seriousness, like, if napakinggan mo lahat ng ng recent release namin, especially yung Oo, it's a bass solo.
At hindi ko alam na si Lai ang nag-bass. So ngayon, kaya nga kanina nahiya nga ako. Pagkatapos kay Angela, kasi narinig ko na yung bass di ba? So sinabi ni Angela na bass. Nakalimutan ko na si Lia tanungin kung ano ginagawa niya. Kaya nung nasa banyo siya, ano nga pala ginagawa niya? Kaya nahinto ako ron. Okay, so nakita mo sila tumutugtog. Guys, by the way we're talking about De Soto, pero while we're talking, hanapin nyo na sila sa Spotify, okay? Dahil ilagay nyo na sa playlist niyo because worth it naman eh. And this is what we're really doing. We want to humanize the band para pag pinakinggan nyo, makita nyo yung context nung pinag-uusapan nating artist. Game. So tapos, ngayon.
Then, saan tayo? So, yun nga, since napanood sila, they're very talented.
Yes.
Lahat sila, Seppi, like the way he sings and he plays guitars. Si Lia, again, it's very rare na makita ng female lead guitars aside from Karin, di ba? Parang siya yung pinaka well-known dito ngayon. And
Di ba si Perf?
anyway.
Okay, tuloy.
Then si Lee, the way she sings high notes, like, damn, these guys are good. Ayun. Yun nga lang, unfortunately, pandemic hit, so hindi na nasundan yung show na yun. Kasi syempre, I'm looking forward na makasama sila sa other shows and whatnot.
Si Bong, lurker yan eh. Stalker din eh. Kung may lurker stalker sa internet, ito sa mga live shows. Minsan magugulat ka lang, si Bong ba yun nasa audience? As in, dumudungaw na lang yan and then nawawala. So, anong reputation ni Francis Nuega sa inyong 4 when
I can tell you exactly. Like when the reason Bong had come into the band is because our our drummer Kurt had gone into the military. So,
Thank you for his service. Thank you, Kurt.
Yeah.
Shout out Kurt.
Shout out Kurt. So at the time, we didn't intend on him joining the band. We just wanted someone to jam with.
Actually, we tried jamming just the four of us. We were
Yeah.
like, let's see what we can do, and we're like, no, this is not.
Yeah. So it was actually.
Munti kami ma-disband.
To put it,
But you, Lian,
was her
from New
idea.
York, are you based here ba or based in New York?
Nag-vacation lang ako
Okay.
sa New York, but yeah.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was her idea to invite Bong, and I remember we all said no.
We were like, no, nakahiya.
Nakakahiya.
We can't keep up with Bong. Like,
Kasi ang dami na niyang bands napapanood namin siya kasi pumupunta kami sa mga gigs niya.
Yung reputation niya is good di ba? Maganda reputation
Very
niya.
good. We told her no. Like we were like, we can't keep up. It's gonna be embarrassing.
maguluhin yung tao. Ang dami ng ginagawa.
Ang dami ng banda makikisali
Pero
pa.
ayun nga, like we did the jam. At this nandun sila, that was when we were asked. We were like, oh, we should do a show.
Pandemic pa rin to, post-pandemic
This
na.
was a little bit slightly post.
2020, 21, 22.
Yeah,
Okay.
medyo nagbabackup na lahat.
And then after nung, like, it was literally like a spur of the moment, like, let's play a show. And then after nung first show na yun, sabi ko, Bong, we're gonna create like a page for us so people can follow. I said, is it okay if we officially introduce you as our drummer? And he was like, yeah, of course. And so that's...
Unofficially kick out nyo na rin ba si Kurt?
We're still friends with him. We're great friends with him
Okay,
still.
okay.
But Hindi naman kicked out, but he was in the military for the long haul.
So when the Soto started in 2020, kailan dumating ang original songs? Did it come in 2020 also, or did it come afterwards?
right when Bong joined, I would say.
Huh.
Yeah.
Good job, Bong.
He's our
Because again,
inspiration.
we had only done one show. We only had 2 weeks to prepare for that, so we didn't have time to even think about writing. So we didn't. And then after that first show with Bong, like he was the first one that started. Like, oh, I was like, messing around with this. What do you guys think? And then we just kind of started going from there.
Is he the oldest sa banda?
Yes.
Okay, there you go.
Oh my God.
That's a-
You know what? Kung bakit ako natutuwa na nalulungkot na natutuwa? Because dati, siya yung bunso sa banda.
Actually, yeah. Oh,
Di ba? Di ba?
Yeah, that's true.
And I always see him as like my little brother. Pero ngayon parang, oh my God, Bong, ang tanda na natin talaga. Kasi, kumbaga, nandito na tayong dalawa. Sila
nga
dapat
eh.
yung mga bagets. Welcome to my club.
Oh, thank you. Fully embrace it.
Okay.
Tanggap ko na.
So nung sino sa kanilang apat ang nagsusulat ng kanta?
Mainly si Seppi and si Lee, but it's more of a collaborative effort. Lalo na pag sa lyrics.
Teka, pag sabi mo si Lee, dalawa yung Lee ang nakikita ko.
Si Lian. Si
Okay,
Lian.
so anong nickname ni Lia?
Kai.
That's why.
Lai and Kai.
Lian Kai, yes.
Twins, by the way, sila. Twins. Sino older?
It's me.
How many minutes?
Just by 1 minute.
1 minute. Okay. So si Seppi at saka si Kai, si Lee, ang nagsusulat.
Yeah.
Paano kayo magsulat, dalawa?
Mostly ako jam lang sa kwarto, and then I hear a rhythm that I like, a progression that I like, tatry kong kantahan, and then I'll send it to them right away. And see, guys, how does this look?
And then what does Lian do to contribute?
Nag-write din ako ng yung mga songs ko ng sarili, and then yeah.
Kalik.
Then kapag may kulang sa kanya, dadagdagan ko. Pag may kulang sa akin, magdadagdag.
You complete me ang dating, ha?
Hindi, I mean like lahat naman.
Okay.
We all do kind of,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when they write their songs, especially when he writes it, since he plays, it's halos buo na. And then, but when we all come together, like, we'll sometimes add some lyrics, change some lyrics, or like, based on how we add the other instruments, it changes the sound. And then same for, actually, she and I work on like her songs more because she kind of writes like poetry style or like hums it, and then I help her find like the progression that she wants it to sound. But again, once everybody's in it, we're like, okay, we have this thing, let's get together and work on it. Sometimes it changes to like a completely new sound.
And everybody's okay with that.
Oh, yeah.
We always do. We have this thing where like we all have to like it. If we're not happy with it, if one person's not happy, we'll try something else to see what we would like.
Okay, let's talk about that because that's what breaks up bands. Ego, easily getting butthurt, di ba, mga ganun. How did you all come to that agreement na, you know what, if one of us doesn't like it, we'll work around it. If we can't find a way, we'll have to shelve it. Parang ganun yung dating eh.
I think,
How
first
did
of all,
that
we
come
started off as friends. Like, we were all friends first. We never intended on making music together. We just enjoyed playing it together. And then on top of that, we're just big fans of each other. Like, I don't
Nice.
think,
Actually,
none of us ever think, well, not that I know of, but we don't think that, like, oh, I'm better at this person. I'm better than this person at this thing. It's just like, we truly admire each other's skills in whatever we contribute to the band. So I think that helps us. We're just always geeking out about each other. So.
So yeah, ito. All three of you answer it, but the question is for him. So this question is for you, Seth, but I'll let the girls answer it. Being a shy person, how did you end up singing in front, and how did they convince you to take the part? All three of you answer that.
you guys go first.
In our jamming sessions, I remember I didn't know that he could sing, he could play music, and he came in, he was supposed to just hang out. And when he started singing, we all just stopped. We were like, what the, like, where, like, where did this come from? Where have you been? So, yeah, it was just, and we were just gassing him up the whole time because super talented. Like, it's insane. I feel like it happens in our shows too. You'll hear it, like, when he starts singing, everyone's like, oh my God, what?
Yeah.
Like, so,
Elia.
That's actually very true.
It's
Kahit
very
ako,
true. We have-
behind the drums, ako na behind the drums. Like, whoo!
Buti hindi mo nabibitawan yung sticks. Hindi mo lang titigil. Ba't ka tumigil?
No, ganun siya kagaling. Ganun kagaling si Sefi. Yes.
Yeah.
How was their answer?
Their answer? Close. It was close.
Okay, go. Close the deal. What was it?
So, us jamming a lot, diba? These are friends. These are awesome friends. Very
As
talented.
in childhood friends, no?
Not really.
Oh.
I just,
But
the
like
day,
the
yeah.
year before, right?
Yeah.
Or
2019.
a few months before,
a few
actually.
months before kami nag-show.
Yeah.
In-invite lang nila ako manood ng movie eh. And then,
Bakit?
We don't know.
we just
Oh, no, we
met at a different party.
Yeah, we had like a game night at a mutual friends.
Yeah,
We met
mutual
and we found out that he likes music, and we're like, oh, we're watching Bohemian Rhapsody. You
Oh,
should come."
nice. Yeah. Okay.
And so
That's
he
when it came
came. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I ended up staying at your place.
Yeah, we were, because we at that time, like, we always had friends coming over our house to just jam, and they would sleep over because
And you didn't know he sang.
I was told, I didn't have him on like social or anything.
Right.
I'd never heard, but we were like, after the movie, we were like, oh, come to our house, we're just gonna jam, drink a little, and he ended up playing and singing, and we're like, okay, nobody wanted to like sing or play anymore, and we're like, all right, have at it. And yeah, he stayed and he was there all the time.
How long have you been singing and playing the guitar?
I guess from high school, fourth year high school.
Why?
Okay, to woo the girls. To be honest with you, to woo the girls. Hi, wife. Pero, I thought you just needed to bring a guitar and then the girls would actually chase after you. No, kailangan palang talent.
Sa drummer lang nang nangyayari yun, Seth. Na magbibitbit ka ng sticks sa likod.
Kakala ko pag may dala ka ng guitar, sikat ka na. No, kailangan palang talent.
Tapos?
That's how. And then I just started, nag-enroll ako YouTube University. Started learning chords.
Pero you knew how to sing na.
Actually, no. Parang medyo nag-grow lang. And then I guess these guys were gassing me up. Doon ko palalong na-enhance. I sang terribly. I sang bad before.
No.
Okay, I'm okay now. I sang bad before. Yeah, nung fourth year high school. That's when
Grabe, no?
I don't know anything. I just wanted to play the guitar, And to go back to your question, why I started, very talented people. Pag nag-jam kami, it's just fun. And shout out to Prince, siya yung nag-offer nung ang show, first show. Sabi niya, you guys should do a live show. Us, walang live show background whatsoever. To me, that's completely insane. That's insane. I don't want to sing. Pero naisip ko na lang, hey, why don't I just think about it as jamming live? Yun yung
Good mindset.
naging mindset ko starting from that. And then we got few compliments.
Yeah.
I think it went well. I mean, a few
Very well.
few errors here and there.
Yeah.
Few
Definitely was not clean. Like probably our tempos were off on some of them.
Yeah.
You know, like few mistakes here.
Pero kasama yun eh. That's how,
yeah.
that's what organic is all about eh, di ba?
That's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Yung pag nagkakamali ka, then you look at each other.
Ano naman ang impression mo sa twins when you saw them pick up the instruments?
Honestly, ako hindi ko alam na very musically inclined sila. They listen to all sorts of music, so many records. Atap, makita mo Beatles, makita mo Queen. They all sing it. They know it by heart. It's like, these are my people. You know, I love music, and then they're a bonus to that, incredibly talented. They were playing the guitar. Both of them. She just picked up the bass at her first show ever.
So like, gitara ka rin pala talaga?
Gitara din siya.
Barely.
Barely?
I was
good.
actually worried she was gonna quit music.
I had picked up the bass, I would say, maybe a month or so before
Quitting?
No,
before our first
filmed.
show. So before our first ever performance, I had just started playing bass.
Did it come naturally?
Very.
Yeah,
To us,
I think
yes.
it clicked. It clicked for me for sure. I knew how to play guitar. I
Yeah.
just didn't really enjoy it in the way that everybody enjoys playing their instrument. Like I knew how to do it, like just to jam and stuff. But yeah, I think the bass definitely clicked for me once I picked it up. So now I do enjoy it.
Okay, good. You play a 5-string, a 4-string?
Four-string.
What's your bass?
I use a Sterling.
Mm.
Yeah, Stingray.
So, Kai, ikaw, how old were you guys when you learned your instruments? And why? Why did you pick up the instrument?
Actually, when did I start? I think I started playing guitar when we moved here to the U.S.
From
from the Philippines.
which part?
Bulacan.
Bulacan.
Yes.
Okay.
So we were, actually no, a little after. So around like 13, 12, around that time. And then in high school, I played a sport, so I like stopped. But I was always like listening to music. Because,
What was your jam?
What do you?
Music. What was on your ears?
So many random different things. It's like depends on what the mood.
The reason why I'm asking, bakit gitara, di ba? It really depends on what you're listening to.
You know what? That's a great question. Actually, the main reason I went back to it, which is what really, really got me into playing more often, was yung mga like jamming sessions pag may like inuman or like party, and I was like, that's so cool. Like I want to be a part of that,
Yes.
and not just like singing. I'm like, I want to like kasi yung iba like kahit anong songs na they can just play.
Titingin lang sa chord or whatever, makakatugtog na. Yeah.
That's so fun. And or sometimes kahit everyone's in their own world. Once someone brings out a guitar, parang nagfo-focus lahat and everything. And I was like, that's so cool. I want to be able to do that.
So you did that.
And so I picked up the guitar.
To do that.
To just be a part of like the jamming sessions and.
So paano naging lead guitar player at paano naging magaling na lead guitar player from that?
I think from there I just started like paying attention more to like guitars of songs, and I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Like it sounds kind of hard, but also it sounds easy.
Explain that.
Like
Because you need dexterity, di ba?
yes,
When and where did dexterity come into play?
I think it started actually when he started like joining the friend group. Because I remember one of the first few things I told him, I was like, oh, thank goodness there's someone else to play the guitar. Because I'm like, that was the reason I joined, but then eventually it's like, now everyone wants me to play guitar. I'm just sitting there the whole night. So I was glad that when he joined, I was like, para may kapalitan na.
Yes.
But then with that, I was like, okay, someone's playing this part. I'm like, I want to learn all the other parts na hindi mo maririnig sa jam, but are in the song.
So more articulation on your part.
Yeah, so it's just a little more, parang mas buo ng konti since.
I'm getting it na kasi kumbaga he's already singing and doing rhythm. Ikaw naman mag-articulate ka with your riffs.
Kind of add a little something, you
Yes.
know, too.
So when this was going on, what was going through your head, Lee?
Habang kumakanta si Seppi, ako yung sa second voice.
Oh my God.
Kung
So-
anong mang kanta, second voice.
And then si Kurt ang nagkakahon.
Yeah.
And then, so kailan pumasok sa isip nyo na baka may potential to? Or did it have to take someone like Prince to actually...
Yeah,
I
it's
think
exactly
we all
that.
just truly were loving the jamming. We were never like, oh, we can take this somewhere else. We're just like, this is fun, you know.
Yeah.
Like, parang pa-relax lang from work and life and all of that. So it was never our intention to.
Take
we
it outside
had
of
like
that.
I think we had talked about it. You and I had talked about it.
A little bit.
But we were never gonna like
Yeah.
do anything about it. You know, we were
Yeah, parang ano lang. Ang
I'm
inuman
like, yeah, we
sesh.
should start a band.
Yeah.
Especially kay Seth, the thought of singing in front of an audience.
It's crazy.
Even with our family, like the rest of our family, it took him like a second to start singing. So
So ikaw naman, Bong, when you finally got the call to sit in,
Yeah?
anong naisip mo?
Hindi na ako nag-second guess. Let's go.
Considering may 5 ka pang banda at this point.
Well, kasi, and I think nasabi ko na to dati nung dati nating podcast na whenever I meet other musicians, I want to jam with them.
Yeah.
And I do remember sabi ko, ewan ko kung sinabi ko to sa inyo na, okay, let's try it. Let's jam and let's see. Diba? I think yun yung nangyari nun eh. Exact same thing with the other bands na tinry ko sa Liana. Let's jam and let's see. And we jammed and this happened. And I'm like, okay, I wanna be with this band. Kasi it's very rare na makatagpo ka ng bandmates na naturally talented. Like, sobrang talented nila. And I think hearing from their stories earlier, nakita mo naman na there are people na sobrang talented na hindi na brought up sa limelight. Kasi nga, either nahiya sila or wala silang chance, diba?
Yeah.
And these are these guys, diba? It's like, let's go. Like, I wanna do it. And yung personalities nila, sobrang gaan. Yun. Yung first time ko silang naka-jam, walang bad air. And up until now, like, walang bad air. Sobra. So, yun yung parang napa-commit ako. And after nung first
When you
show
say
na,
commit, ilan na banda mo ngayon?
4?
Okay. Sino priority mo?
My God, Paco.
Kung sino kaharap
No,
mo?
I can say I can juggle them and ano ko naman, nabibigay ko naman yung lahat ko sa every band na meron.
Hypothetical.
Oh my.
May tugtog ang Calrats sa Artesia. May tugtog ang De Soto sa West Covina.
Oh my.
May tugtog ang River sa Torrance.
Lalayo.
Same time, same slot, sino tutugtugan mo at sino dalawang irerekomenda mo?
Oh my
Second
God.
question is a good one.
Yun lang ba yung tatlong pagpipilian?
Oo. Lalayo, di ba? Ibig sabihin, hindi mo kayang tugtugan yung tatlong yun. Nilayo ko talaga yung venue.
Okay.
Pasalamat ka, walang out of town.
I hope you won't hate me for
You
this.
would take no offense.
Okay, please don't.
Bigyan mo na rason, ha? And
Yeah, may reason to. Okay, may reason to.
reason
Kumbaga,
kung bakit
okay.
ito pipiliin mo at bakit itong dalawang drummer ang ibibigay mo.
From a musician's perspective, okay, I would say I would prioritize Calrats. Kasi
Why?
I only know one other person na possibly kayang paluin ang Calrats song and ilalagay ko siya sa De Soto.
Sino tong taon to?
Si Barnes. The other Francis.
Do you agree
Oh, yeah.
kay Barnes?
Yeah.
Okay, Barnes,
The
if you're
other Francis.
watching,
Yeah.
you know na. Okay.
I do want to add, maybe to not complicate it for Bong, the thing about De Soto is if one person's not available, we don't push for the show.
Yeah.
So, and if, let's say, he said that we get asked for a gig and he's like, oh, Calrats has
Kahit
one.
Grammy Awards to, I
We
mean.
don't.
We would not.
In a way, parang
So kung Grammy Awards to, Calrats pa rin ang pipiliin mo?
pero totoo yung sinabi nila na meron kaming like rule na yun.
Yeah.
Na if one of us is hindi pwede, then hindi pwede De Soto. And we have, meron kaming mga shows na ganun yung nangyari.
Yeah, like
Galing.
had shows that we really wanted to play.
Oh,
that
like we turned it down kasi hindi pwede yung isa.
Which is
It's
good.
fine.
Principle is always good, di ba? Next, sino pa? Sa River.
Oh my God, oo nga no.
No, si Dennis lagi nanonood yan. Alam niya nandito ka.
Hi, Dennis. Sino ba? O ano? Pwede ba si team na lang?
Busy sa MTM eh.
O ano?
Sino?
Or ganito na lang.
Okay, yan.
Ganito na lang. Okay?
Interesting to.
Since wala ako sa De Soto show, walang De Soto show.
Yeah, true.
Ganun
Ikaw
na
lang,
lang.
pinatulang mo naman yung sinabi
Hindi,
nila.
it makes sense. It makes sense.
Oh,
Since wala ako sa De Soto show, walang De Soto show.
Okay.
Like, paninindigan namin yun until the end.
Max. Oh, sige.
Okay?
Pero apat yung banda mo. Sino pa yung isang banda?
Zip code.
May tugtog ang zip codes.
No, team can play for zip code. Okay? Yun, for sure yun. Or si sino ba isang drummer nila dati?
Sino?
Yung unang drummer nila, nakalimutan yung pangalan.
Hindi si
So
JP,
sorry.
ha?
Hindi.
Okay.
Basta, may isa pa.
Sige.
Then, team can play for zip code.
Okay.
Sure.
So, dalawa na lang yan.
For River, ano?
Original music yan. Original member ka dyan. Ting tong 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 ting tong. Guys, ito yung perfect example. Bago mo sagutin. Ito yung perfect example, guys, na masarap hanggang sa maging mahirap. Mapabanda, mapababae. Huwag po natin pagsasabay-sabayin.
Ako napaka-recent naman yan.
Okay, go.
Sino ba? Siguro si Paul D na lang kasi napaka-versatile ni Paul D.
Paul D.
Tsaka kaya niya mag-double bass, ako hindi.
High intensity ang River?
Yeah. At saka medyo may pagka siya, technical ng konti, Mike Portnoy-ish.
Okay.
Yun. Paul D. Kaya ni Paul D yan. Hi, Paul.
Okay, now back to all four of you. Starting with you, Kai, who's your favorite local band and why? Kasi, the reason why I'm asking, so, pinitch na natin sa audience to listen to your music, di ba? Pero we want our audience to actually listen to the whole community, di ba? But,
Of course.
so who would you give your shout out to?
Favorite, actually two,
Okay.
are Zip Code and Calrats. So both ones that.
Why? Why zip code? Shout out nga pala.
Shout out to Zip Code. They're all super talented and they just all blend so well together. They make it look so easy. And yung mga songs nila, like, super catchy. So it really sticks with you.
You know what, if you haven't seen the podcast episode of Zip Code, ang sarap balikan because yung magkakapatid na yun, very, very determined. And I would encourage you guys and the audience to listen to their story dahil, alam mo yun, sa kanila, there's no such thing as failure. Diba? Only another way to tweak, to bring to where the direction needs to be at. Ganon yung dating nila eh. Ikaw naman, like,
Yeah, that was gonna be my answer too. I do love Zip Code, but
teka,
for
may
a
sabi niya
different-
Calrats eh.
Zip Code and Calrats for a different reason though. For Zip Code, I think because when we went into forming this band, one of the pressures that we felt was that we were the only band doing this genre at the time. So
And Tagalog.
and every other local band was doing like just like more punk, heavier music. So for a while we were trying to like battle with that feeling of like we don't want to follow into what they're doing because that's not us, and having to stand our ground with our own music. And so when we first saw Zip Code live, I was like, oh, this is like, we can kind of sabay with them, if
Yes.
you will, so it's nice and super 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 nice guys. I feel like I cannot say that enough, and the music speaks for it too. I think very similar to a lot of our inspirations in terms of music from the Philippines. So that's cherry on top is just their personality.
Nice. Lee,
Yes, for me, Zip Code, Calrats, and Something Came Up.
what came up?
Something.
Something, something.
Okay, go.
I'd
Why?
say Something Came Up kasi hindi talaga ako pala punta sa mga gigs. And then, yun nga, si Prince, naging tropa namin siya. Tapos, si Meryl noon, nakikita-kita ko na siya noon.
Napakagaling na drummer nun.
Oh, yes.
Nakikita-kita ko na siya noon kasi mutual friend siya. Tapos nalaman ko na nagda-drums. Tapos sabi ko, I wanna watch her. Tapos nung napanood ko siya, sabi ko, oh my gosh. And then, from that day on, parang almost every gig nila, pumupunta-punta na din kami. Tas ang kasabayan nila, Carrots, zip code na tumutugtog. So, yeah.
Pag si Bong at si Meryl ang nasa likod ng drum kit sa isang gabi, ang sarap panoorin. Masaya silang panoorin.
Yep.
Nakangiti. Pero mas nakangiti si Meryl kesa sa kanya.
Baka kasi mas pagod ako.
Pero hindi, ang hirap din ang ginagawa ni Meryl, ha?
Oh, yeah. Doon yung paa niya, di ba? We
Mabigat.
both agree yung paa niya ang bigat. Like yung kick niya.
Tayo lumilipad yung drum, yung kick drum sa kanya.
Hindi ko kaya yun.
Ibang klase.
And mas mabigat yung pedal niya ngayon sa akin.
Mas maliit siya sa atin dalawa, pero yung bitaw ng kick niya.
At saka yung hampas niya.
Yung paa natin malakas na. Yung kanya talagang gumaganon pa.
Kasi pag pinapanood ko siyang nagpe-pedal, lalo na yung sa isang kanta nila, yung Texas Time, yung dig 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 dig. Talagang umaga siya, dig 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 dig. And ang lakas pa din.
Yep, consistent.
Oo, consistent.
Wala pang trigger yon.
Wala.
Sep,
Okay. Hindi, all of the above.
magdagdag ka.
I like MTM.
Ano gusto mo sa MTM?
Oh man, si Tim iba talaga eh. Sorry Bong. Bong is great.
It's
Pero
fine.
aminado si Bong, mentor niya si Tim.
Oh yeah.
Tim is great. Ganda ng songs nila. And honestly, para ding zip code, parang medyo ka-genre namin sila. So, I really dig their vibe. I dig their music, you know.
Si Tim talaga ang utak nung MTM eh.
I mean,
Workhorse yung taong yun.
he's cool.
Yeah.
So, ang hirap mag-say talaga ng favorite local bands.
Oh, sino pa? MTM, sino pa?
Of course, up and coming, Mione. So,
Yeah. That was
Si
gonna be
Leone.
my
Kakatuwa, no?
special.
Francis!
hindi lang dahil fan namin siya. He's putting out good music.
The way his mind works when it comes
Yeah.
to music,
He's
it's
great.
I didn't want to
Makulit siya.
say that because we play in that band. So I was like, is that biased?
It's fine.
Let me say this.
I don't play for you guys.
Wait, who plays with Mione? Kayo?
Me and
Ikaw ang drummer ni...
yeah, I play
They got
bass
poached.
for Mione.
I'm sessioning when the guitarist isn't there. So
How convenient, no? May late until December, which is by the way, buwan nila ngayon, ha?
Oh yeah. Medyo late na sa atas.
Sino pa? Okay. So MTM, Mione, who else?
Late until mga kaibigan ko yan eh. Okay na kayo. So honestly, another local sila pero Texas, Soilborn. Jesus Christ. Grabing.
When you say grabe, what do you mean by that?
The aura.
Yeah, okay.
Presence. Kung paano nila dalhin sarili nila. And I don't listen to these kinds of music. OPM ako, born and raised. So nung yung live presence na gano'n and they can get you parang attracted to their music.
Wow.
That appeals to me so much. So kaya Soilborn din, now I listen to them all the time. And as a Spotify.
Galing.
Yeah.
Ikaw?
Woo! Well, aside from
the
sa
valley.
mga
like all the bands that you play with.
yeah, aside from all the bands I've played, I think once to watch right now, there's Agra State, which is yung new band. Yes, I know.
Gusto ko yung banda.
Dude, kilala mo yung drummer nila si Will?
Will ano?
Yung drummer nila, ang pangalan niya si Will.
Okay.
Yeah. Dude,
Pero gusto ko yung banda.
yeah, super galing niya. He's one of the most technical metal drummers na underrated na hindi natin kilala na that suddenly just came up and woo, galing niya. Yeah, and before he's playing for this artist named Vince, parang siya, solo artist. Pero nung sumali siya sa Agro State, dun lumabas yung talagang yung genre niya na metal and super galing niya, super technical.
Shinout-out ko yung Agro State, ha? And hindi ko lang kung nakita niyo yun, pero kaya ako siya shinout-out dahil kung magbabanda ka, dapat ganun.
Yeah.
Kung anong genre mo, panindigan mo. Di ba? Sasabihin mo, ayoko magsalita. And tuloy. Basta sila lang pinakamagandang example na sabi ko. Kahit hindi ako fan ng music, fan ako nung banda. Parang ikaw,
There we go.
sa sinasabi mo. Because yung dating, yung aura, yung vibe, And gumagano lang ako sa Facebook bilang, wow, kailangan kong balikan to.
Yeah.
Pinanood ko talaga. Shoutout sa inyo. Hope to have you guys on the podcast. Tapos ano pa?
Sino pa ba? Well, there's also Count to 10.
Oh, yeah.
Sobrang galing nila.
Sobrang galing nila. That's another band.
Yeah, ano din, hardcore din. And
Sobrang galing nila.
yes, ang like sobra as in.
Hindi, yun ang pangalan ng banda. Sobrang galing
No,
nila.
Count to 10. Count to
Kala ko
10.
sa'yo kasi, count to 10. Sobrang galing nila.
Sino pa ba?
Alam, gusto ko yung pangalan ng banda na yun. Ano pangalan ng banda mo? Sobrang galing.
Sobrang galing. Ayun nga, I think Mioni is someone to watch for kasi aside from
What's it like playing drums for a drummer?
it's like having a bandmate that is also a producer. Like ganun yung utak nyo in all aspects.
Until hindi na ganon. So, paano pag hindi tugma yung gusto mo sa gusto ni Mioni?
Then he's Mioni, so siya masusunod.
Okay.
Yun yung ano dun eh.
Good answer.
Siya yung masusunod kasi siya si Mioni. Pero we have a lot of similarities, especially sa musical ideas. And I think isa siya sa mga talagang kailangan to watch out for kasi sobrang genius niya. Not only sa pagplay ng music but also producing music.
Yeah.
And writing music.
And even beats.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Siya lahat.
Galing. So, ikaw, Lai, ikaw naman tatanungin ko, let's talk about the bass. It's all about the bass, baby.
Yeah.
So, nung tinampot mo yung bass, maliban kay Francis, kay Bong, sino pang, at saka kay Kurt, sino pang drummer ang gusto mong makajam sa scene?
That's a good question. I would say, I think we're saying too many nice things about Francis at this point, about Mione at this point, but I do think the answer is him, just because I think he's completely underrated. Like when he talks about how his brain goes like this, it's literally like that. It's like it's almost like he sees the music. Like I feel like it's very similar to how I play with Bong. I don't really have to worry about. I feel like I don't have to worry about keeping myself on check because I know Bong is gonna catch wherever I'm at, and I know Francis Mione is gonna do the same. So I feel like we're just on the same wavelength. So I feel like I just trust that if I slip up or if I fall out somewhere, they'll know. They'll hide it somehow. So it's really nice for me. So
Ikaw naman, Lian, good answer. How does it feel being supported by the four of them?
Masarap. Masarap. Hindi kasi
I mean, you really can sing, yun totoo yun.
Thank you. Kasi as a vocalist, minsan parang, anong iaambag ko? Like,
Ang ganda nga ng boses mo eh.
I know. But I mean, like, syempre sa kanila parang, lalo si Seth, halos lahat sa band, kumakanta din talaga. Like, we all can sing. So parang, minsan naisip ko, anong pwede kong maidagdag, may ambag sa band.
Sa banda mo.
And then they were like, lagi nilang ibinubus na yung pagsi-second voice ko, yung the way I sing, that is more than enough. And having a very supportive na bandmate and friends, parang that's more than enough para maboost yung confidence mo talaga na.
Who's your favorite singer?
Ang dami kong pinapakinggan, parang wala akong paborito, but I like listening to Carpenters.
Oh my God, the best.
Yep.
Galing, no?
Yep.
Very simple, pero ang lamig ng boses.
Yep.
Pag nasubukan na ba kumanta ng Carpenter sa karaoke na may points?
That's my go-to karaoke.
Top of the World?
Love Me For What I
Yeah,
Am.
Love
Okay,
Me.
try nyo yung Top of the World, magwa 100 kayo. Oh my
We
God.
always try that nang hina-harmonize
Yeah,
namin.
with the three of us.
Yeah.
Pero ang galing. Okay, maliban kay Karen Carpenter, sino pa gusto mong singer?
Nanay ko.
Siya ba nag-expose sa'yo sa singing?
Kasi yung buong family namin, lahat talaga sila kumakanta.
Okay, how are you related to the twins?
They're my, pamangkin.
How?
our mom.
Oh, yeah. Kapatid ko yung nanay nila.
So, okay. So, bunso ka na talaga.
Ako na, akala ko bunso na ako. Tapos nanganak yung ate ko. So sila yung naging,
Okay.
so sila yung parang naging bunso.
Playmate. Parang playmate kayong tatlo. Did you guys ever bully her?
Oh, no.
They used to bully me all the time as kids. There's the issue right there.
Kasi I have twin sisters eh. So sila yung bunso, but they would bully all the other sisters na mas matatanda sa kanila, kampihan yun eh.
Yeah.
What's next for De Soto?
Oh. Currently we're working on our EP and
Sino nagpaproduce ng EP? Si Mioni. Kala mo ikaw lang ang consistent.
yes.
Okay.
Kasi we maintain it as a DIY thing. Kahit yung mga ibang recent releases namin, kami lang gumawa nun, nag-record.
So parang sinabi DIY, what does that mean?
DIY, like we don't pay anyone else to work on our stuff. Like we do it ourselves talaga. Like we do the recording, we do...
Where do you record?
Ako, I rent out like a studio sa Northridge, sa Pop Studios. Dala ko yung lahat ng drum equipment ko and recording equipment. Then, yung vocals, guitars, sa bahay na lang. Yun na lang. So, ganun siya ka-DIY.
Sa dami ng ginagawa mo, ano ang time mo para sa sarili mo? Kita mo sila yung napapaganon, no?
Good question.
I mean, ngayon naman...
Are you running away from something?
No. Madami naman akong time sa sarili ko. Like, I still build Gundams and whatnot.
Yeah.
I still collect those and toys and well, minsan na lang ako lumabas. Definitely work. But I do find time na kunyari, mixing is also part of my leisure.
Yeah.
Yung ganon, diba? Hindi siya like cumbersome na work.
Sarap yun.
So I do na-enjoy ko yung process. Yun. So hindi siya cumbersome for me at least.
You were holding your thoughts. Let's bring it up. So ito yung question. Sa mga ilanding natin to, advice sa mga sa mga bedroom musicians, which, you once were.
Which I was.
Grabe, consistent pa rin. Para tayo may script. Hindi mo intindihan. Advice.
I don't think they should be coming to me for advice because I'm super shy. This wouldn't never happen without my friends. So I would advise you, if bedroom musician ka, you want to share your music, you don't have to go live right away. Share it to your friends. You know?
Pero paano mo nagawang i-share sa kanila? Paano nila na ipailabas sa iyo yun?
Meron siyang gitara eh. I was like, can I play? And
yun. I'll stop you there. The fact that you said, can I play?
Yeah.
That was a risk you had to take, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi may rejection na kasama yun, right?
Exactly.
What made you have that lakas ng loob to say, can I play?
It was just them.
So, ibig sabihin, komportable ka na sa
I'm
kanila.
very comfortable. Parang gusto talaga sila ka-jam. And
Okay.
I know she did. Nung nagkakilala kami the night, we got in touch Instagram, so she had a couple of videos up. So I already saw that she was playing. So I did want to share a little bit of me so we could jam. That's why I picked up her guitar and started singing a little bit, and that's when it happened. So
advice is, find friends.
Find friends. If
Find
you don't
good friends.
have any, we could be your friends. This is Soto. We'll be
Galing.
your friends. But that's it.
Lian, advice for singers, how do they preserve their voice? Because, all four of them, they have alternative stuff to do. Ikaw na nagsabi, they all sing, but they also play an instrument. Ikaw, your voice, di ba? How do you preserve it? May mga days ba na parang mukhang hindi ako 100%, ang hirap nito?
Yeah, there are those days na talagang parang yung boses mo parang wala talaga eh. Hindi, kahit anong kantahin mo parang hindi talaga. Pero for me, kasi wag din ako yung takbuhan nyo for advice. Kasi yung mga kasi ako sa labat lang, yun lang din eh.
Walang paypakwa, walang mga gano'n.
Wala. Kasi parang anything that will soothe your throat lang. I mean, that's what works for me. Pero iba-iba din naman sa tao yun.
Puyad.
Always puyat.
Always puyat.
Yeah.
She doesn't preserve her voice.
Yeah.
You'll just hear her walking around the house like as in sobrang lakas ng...
Ang boses.
Yeah, sometimes she was on a meeting.
Yeah. There was a time she was in a meeting. I was in a meeting tapos biglang
Ay!
bumilit
out.
lang siya and then nagulat yung ka-meeting. I'm like, oh, what happened? Is everything okay? And I was like, I'm so sorry. That's just my aunt singing.
She has pipes, yeah.
Vibes. You get the vibes.
But what do you do for vocalization? Wala.
She doesn't even warm up.
You know what I mean? Natural talent.
Yun na nga eh. Eh ako kahit anong vocalization, wala talagang lumalabas. Okay, like ikaw, like 1 month before doing a show, you picked up the bass. Magpakatotoo ka sa sarili mo. In other words, hindi ka masaya sa gitara, you're gonna pick up the bass. What compelled you? What would you advise people with regard to the rest of their lives? Ito ang hawak kong instrumento, hindi ako masaya. Let's call it your freedom moment, diba? Paano? What was going through your head with regard to that?
Honestly, it was, I feel like similar to what she said about trying to just fill a gap during the jam sessions. I was just like, well, everybody knows how to play the guitar. Like, what do we need 3 guitars for? So I was just like, maybe I can play the bass. And I feel like it just sounds so cliche, and there's just no other way to explain it other than it just kind of clicked for me. Like, it really, like, I feel like I never had that moment playing the guitar or obviously could not play drums. So I feel like I can't really advise, but I think it's just being open to trying new things and going out of your comfort zone, as cliche as these things sound. It's just really what it is. It's like, if you're not happy, if it's for the sake of just trying to be included or whatever, like I feel like it's never gonna have the same impact if your heart's not really there. So.
Pero hindi kaya, instead of saying going out of your comfort zone, hindi kaya you went into your comfort zone?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. But I didn't know that at the time if I
Diba?
didn't go out of my comfort zone. So.
But you weren't comfortable with the guitar. Otherwise, you would have said, tatlo
You're right.
tayong gitarista. Dapat yung isa-isa sa inyo mag-bass.
Play.
Di ba?
Yeah.
How about you, Kai? Anong reflection mo having, like, when Bong said, like, ang kilala natin is si Karin Santiago Mayor. And alam natin that she can slay. And then he would mention you're here. And he would put you there in that category. What compelled you to really spend those extra hours?
I think I'm honestly very flattered every time Bong says something. He's introduced me a few times, like, oh, it's like the best guitars are like my lead right there.
Pinapressure ka lang yan.
And I was like, you're overselling a little bit. Mamaya, I'm disappointed. No, but I think it's just like I never thought about like doing it to like impress anybody, but like for me, once I started doing it and then I started seeing progression in myself, it was just like, whoa, I actually can do it, you know? And it's like, oh, that sounds pretty good. And it's the like constantly like I would hear something that's a little bit more challenging that I wouldn't normally do, and I would practice it, and hearing even like the smallest improvement or seeing the smallest improvement in what I can do is just like, okay, actually maybe I'm not bad at this.
Are you patient?
If I really want to achieve something, yes, I can be patient.
Okay.
I will say, this is the thing I always say about guitar. It's a lot of people know how to play it and a lot of people want to play it, but you had to be really committed to learning it because
Yes.
it's not easy. Like it's one of the first things that people think of to pick up when they want to learn an instrument, but it takes a lot of hours and patience for sure.
Ikaw naman, maestro,
Oo.
advice sa mga taong maraming banda. Hindi, loko. What would you advise? What would you advise? And we'll go from the fact that personally, I admire you as a person and as a drummer.
Thank you.
Ang galing mo makisama. Pansinin nyo to, when he plays in context. There are a lot of skin beaters. Siya, may conviction yung palo niya.
Yeah.
He'll really serve the music.
Oh yeah.
Diba? May mga drummers na tuk-tak, ikaw may ganun eh.
Yeah.
Diba? What would you advise people who want to pick up the drums, thinking it's just a bunch of beats?
Know that you're the one of the most important member of the band.
Explain that.
Well, ganito. You're the heartbeat, and in a human anatomy, like hindi magfa-function yung body without the heart. Diba? And ganun din sa music. Like, you can argue that, oh yeah, may music naman na acoustic lang and whatnot. Pero yung driving force talaga ng, like, I would say 98% ng music, whether it's rock, EDM, or whatever, it's the beat, it's the drums. So, kung gusto mo mag-pick up ng drums, and also, ibang feeling eh. Hindi lang siya yung basta pumapalo ka lang. Every beat mo or every palo mo may emotion. If you're frustrated, you can express that. If you're relaxed, you can express that. And also, ikaw din nagsabi nito dati na ikaw yung command center ng band. Lahat titingin sa'yo. Like, what's next? What's next? Ganun. So, if you want that position sa band na ikaw yung command center, ikaw yung magko-conduct ng buong band, then I think
Cadence, no?
yeah, like drums is perfect for you. And in a way, hindi siya ganun ka akin lang naman to. Hindi siya yung ganun ka complicated for me, unlike, let's say, learning notes on guitars or keys or bass na kailangan mo malaman what's an E flat or like mixolydian or whatever. You're just learning patterns. You're learning patterns, but at the same time, you're trying to make it more sense sa music.
Right.
And you're trying to get the people na sumabay sa beat mo. Kasi ikaw yung heartbeat eh. Ikaw talaga yung... Ayun.
Can we all agree to that?
100%.
100%?
Anything that comes out of Bong's mouth.
No, actually, since we've been writing, we were talking about this recently. Even if, let's say, the song is like mostly complete, and then we play it with Bong, and he's like, okay, what do you guys think about this? And then he'll play something. Or sometimes even before we say, like, we would just be like, we're kind of thinking this vibe. And he would just be like, all right. And it's always, like, on point. We're like, amazing. Like, I don't need to say anything more. You got it exactly. Like, even if we have no idea, he would just, like, throw something. And it's true. It can really, a drummer can make or break, like, a band or a song. And we're all very grateful that he, is our drummer.
Are you grateful that they're your band?
Oh yeah. Kahit sino naman band ko I'm very grateful. Kasi it's an opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, you got to play with a bunch of different musicians with different genres.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think for me, I got all the bases covered aside from metal. So
You got all the bases covered.
as far as like yung most ng genres sa band, like I got like a punk, and I got like opium alternative. I got something like an experimental rock, and I do have alternative pop.
And they got Bong.
So ayun, for me, grateful lang ako na I got to play with different people with different genres, and na-explore ko yung kung ano yung iba't ibang styles ng music. So
Nice. So, kayo ba, are you guys happy where you guys are at? Or is there more for us to expect in the coming years?
It's been good. I mean, yeah, we're really, really happy where we are right now because it's growth. We started from something that wouldn't even be a band to now we've all learned so much in our respective roles. Now we have something to contribute to each other. So it's been very fun. It's a very fun ride, and of course we have more in stock to show, to showcase people. But it's been wonderful. We're just enjoying everything along the way.
Yeah, we don't really like to rush it either.
No.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sabihin ko sana, like the one of the things that we always say is let's not rush this. Kasi the more na minamadali natin, the more na it will not work out. Like yung EP namin, like initially, oh yeah, by January tapos na yan. But,
Actually, initially
November.
it's August.
Di ba?
The first day.
yeah,
of
like,
August,
oo nga,
yeah.
August na una. Then, naging, oh yeah, by January tapos na yan. Then, of course, things,
Life.
yeah, life happens, di ba? Yeah, hindi namin minamadali. We prefer quality over something that's rushed.
Lee, parting words.
Why me? I'm just kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Soto. I think yun ang pinakamagandang parting words. Why me? Okay guys, don't forget to follow them on social media. Also, Spotify and sa lahat. Kaya, ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause. We got Seth, we got Lian, we got Lai, we got Guy, we got Bong. It's Soto! Featuring Cohasset and Labrador!
Thank you.
Thank you.